I know in my figure of the year video I said I would see you next year. I honestly thought that video would take a lot longer to edit than it usually does with me and Jimmy, but we kind of just sat, we hunkered down and just got it done. So I'll have a few more videos until the end of next year. Starting with tonight, with this Valiant Knight that I got at Legion Con, we're going to talk about the hype of this figure and if it's worth the hype and praise. And we'll talk about my great pickups, just some of the few. You won't believe the prices I got in the Valaverse figures. Next on Toy Game.
Hey! Oh! Toy Games! Toy Games!
So back in November when I went to Legion Con and got my Cosmic Legion haul, and I just loaded up on Cosmic, everyone was buzzing about the stealth drop for this Valiant Knight, and I didn't grab him. And then I got home and every video on YouTube was about the Valiant Knight, pics of the Valiant Knight. My boy Henrock had an amazing Dark Souls inspired pic of him, which I will show right now. And I was jealous because I'm kind of out of the Mythic Legion game. I'm more focused on Cosmic and NECA D&D. But when they put out something that has some ingenuity and some change, you have to take notice, and you can get them for 40 bucks at the show. So I got them at Toy Con, and the main draw is posability. Now they're double jointed, but you wouldn't tell. It still looks like a Mythic Legion, as you know, all know and love. So it doesn't change anything aesthetically, which was something that was very important to them because they don't want figures to look out of place with older figures. That would be a bummer. But somehow they were able to get the armor separated from the elbow joint and the knee joint. So if he had a big broadsword, you can actually hold a two-handed broadsword. You can now put it in two hands. I don't have one of them handy. You could really do some nice things. You can really, look at how cool this is. You can, he can kneel to the fucking feet of the figure of the year. And while I'm briefly on that subject, I want to thank everyone. That might not be one of my most watched videos, and I doubt it will be, but it has the most comments for the views. And I want to thank every one of you that said something positive and took notice of the work I put into it. I wanted that video to be something special. And I took your criticism all year, and I am going to mix in once a month a bigger video in that style where it's more serious. And then the next one that'll be like that is my love for Spider-Man figures and my favorite Spider-Man figure. Look for that in January. Now back to this great figure. Now, like I said, the posability is the main drawing point, and it's really fun to play with. He did come on another helmet. This is like the flute armor, like I said, from Demon Souls. A lot of this stuff came with reaching out. The coolest hand is a reaching out, like he's dueling and trying to block something with his hand. Came with a mace. He's just a really badass little knight. Now I know what the hype was about. It's totally about how you can. It's a knight. No one really as great as that Warduke is, I can't get Warduke in any poses like this. So for something to have this much tooling and this much armor and this much shit going on, for lack of a better term, and to be this articulated, is really hats off to them for this. It's worth the praise. Now let's move on to something different. The good deals, some of the good deals I got at Legion Con. I hate to throw this in anyone's face. I'm not trying to do it for that reason. Just why that show is so special. Jesus. So I'm not a Valaverse collector. And I only own one. I haven't seen a lot in person. But seeing these at the show, I knew I wanted this Pandora chick, even though I'm not going to overpay for that licking the lips head. I did like the way this character looked. I did get her for 40. This version is going for like 65 on eBay. So 40 is actually a good price. Had to have her. And the same guy gave me this, the bone. Is it the bone collector? The bone something. This pops off, which is cool. There is detail in these figures. $5 I got him for. $5. And I think he'll mix right in with Cobra, especially if I don't know, paint something blue. If you just made this blue instead of black, I think he can work well in Cobra. This guy's name is Carrick. This is from Wave 1. $20 I got him for. $20. So I had to do it. I'm not a Valaverse hater. I know people that like Valaverse hate Classified. I know people that like Classified hate Valaverse. I never get into any of this hate-love bullshit. I just don't. I hate some of the things companies do, like the fucking HasLab I hate. I hate inflated prices. I hate, McFarlane's $30 collector's edition, quote unquote. But I don't hate the figures. You know what I mean? The figures are always fun to me. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? And these guys are fun. I got them for a good price. So I'm pretty pumped to have these in my collection. And then my boy, I also got a Chung Lee from Man Beast Boy, who's a big fan of the channel. I got this little beauty for $10. They don't make fucking... I guess Marvel Legends still makes attractive females, but this is badass. I guess this is Colossus' sister. I don't know the lore. I even forgot her name already, but I just like badass chicks with big swords. Don't take that in any other way. So yeah, once again, thank you for everything. For the figure of the year video, it really meant a lot. Seeing all them comments. And I will have videos like that once a month. But until in between those will be guerrilla style, dude in his garage, like this. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have fun. Maybe we'll do a live stream this Friday. See you later in the week.